My name is Seymour Jacobson and I live here in Melbourne with my partner Susie Cowley, and we come from New Zealand.
My name's Gwyn Thornton, originally from the UK, but I and my husband and family moved here in the 1980s. We've lived in Hawthorne ever since.
Well, our children have grown up and they've moved out, and we have a rather large home. We've always had people around our home. I also teach at university, so I'm in contact with overseas students all the time. I've taught overseas, and I see that when these students come here, it's very helpful for them to have some sort of an anchor. And so we decided to get involved in hosting students as guests.
Well, we used to have a very busy life, and we had the family around, like 3 boys and all their friends, and then they get married and they go overseas and they go interstate, and all of a sudden you're on your own and you haven't got the same social interaction as you used to have, especially with younger people. So one day we saw an advertisement in the local paper from Swinburne University, which is just down the road from us, asking for anybody who's got spare rooms and wanted to host international students. So that's where it started.
What went well for us is that we treat our students as part of our family. We don't treat them as they are guests, but we try to integrate them in our family. And hopefully what has happened is that they have appreciated that, our family have supported that, our children, our grandchildren have all got involved, our friends have all got involved. Everybody's curious about our students are curious about them, and they've become part of our living space.
I reckon overall the appreciation from the students for what you do for them, which is sometimes that you don't get for your own children because they take it for granted, but the appreciation of just making certain that they're cared for and that they're turned out properly, and they know all the things that they need to know when they're in Australia, so like the emergency numbers and all that sort of thing, and the sort of genuine loving response that we've had from them and appreciation for that sort of thing, you know.
We love to see the students change from shy young people knocking on the door on their first day to confident young people leaving Australia or not leaving Australia with a degree at a high level, speaking English. Some of them start here with very little English. They gain a lot of English because we sit round at the table every night for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours talking, and for us it's such a great pleasure.
Well, I think that we've learned an awful lot about other parts of the world, other countries, from Saudi Arabia to China and Japan and Venezuela and Colombia, and you know, all over the world, and how different the cultures are and then how similar we are. So it's been really interesting, and it's very sort of good to have the company of young people when you're getting to our age.